Στο Rafa Nadal Tennis Center, στο Sani Resort της Χαλκιδικής, βρέθηκε για ακόμα ένα καλοκαίρι ο Τόνι Ναδάλ, θείος του κορυφαίου Ισπανού τενίστα και πρώτος του προπονητής, επιβλέποντας την υψηλό επίπεδο εκπαίδευση που παρέχεται από το ενελάδι παράρτημα της Ακαδημίας που έχει ιδρύσει ο Rafa Nadal στην Μαγιόρκα της Ισπανίας. Ο πιο επιτυχημένος coach στην ιστορία της αντισφαίρησης, χάρη στους 16 Grand Slam τίτλους που έχει κατακτήσει ως προπονητής του ανιψιού του, παρά τα 63 του χρόνια, έδινε ο ίδιος το παράδειγμα ενός αθλητικού τρόπου ζωής, μετακινούμενος με ποδήλατο και συμμετέχοντας σε προπονήσεις, ακόμα και όταν αυτές διεξάγονταν σε δύσκολες μεσημβρινές ώρες υπό τον καυτό ήλιο της Βόρειας Ελλάδας και παρά τις υψηλές θερμοκρασίες που παρατηρήθηκαν φέτος. Σχεδόν σε καθημερινή βάση λάμβανε μέρος σε διάφορες δραστηριότητες στις εγκαταστάσεις της Ακαδημίας του Rafa Nadal στην περιοχή, οι οποίες περιλαμβάνουν 8 χωμάτινα γήπεδα, στα οποία μόνο το φετινό καλοκαίρι βρέθηκαν για να πραγματοποιήσουν μέρος της προετοιμασίας τους κορυφαία ονόματα όπως ο Άντι Μάρι, η Μαρία Σάκαρη, αλλά και ο ίδιος ο Rafa Nadal. Ο Τόνι Ναδάλ πραγματοποίησε σειρά βραβεύσεων σε συμμετέχοντες στα μαθήματα στο Rafa Nadal Tennis Center της Χαλκιδικής, όπου ακολουθούνται οι ίδιες μέθοδοι σωματικής άσκησης αλλά και πνευματικής ανάπτυξης που έχει αναπτύξει η Ακαδημία του Rafa Nadal στην Μαγιόρκα και οδήγησαν τον Ισπανό τενίστα στην κορυφή του παγκοσμίου τένις. Με την αφορμή της παρουσίας του στην Ελλάδα, ο Τόνι Ναδάλ δέχτηκε να μιλήσει στο euronews, αναπτύσσοντας την φιλοσοφία του για το τένις αλλά και για την ίδια τη ζωή. Μια φιλοσοφία που ο ίδιος, ως επί πολλά χρόνια διευθυντής της, έχει εμφυσίσει και στην Rafa Nadal Tennis Academy.
Thank you first of all that you are with us. You are one of the most successful tennis coaches in history. 16 Grand Slam titles.
I was lucky because I had a very good tennis player.
Rafa.
And then when you have a very good tennis player, it's easy to seem a good tennis coach.
Yeah, but also a good tennis player needs a good coach, and you were the person that you made Rafa love tennis instead of football, I think.
Yes, I remember when Rafael was very young, I don't know, maybe 7, 8, 10 years old. In these moments, he preferred to play football than tennis. He played both the sports. And at the end, he decided to play tennis because he won the European Championship when he was 12. And then, okay, he decided to play tennis.
What were the sacrifices a player like Rafael had to do in order to become a champion?
But it's not a thing about sacrifice. Sacrifice is what did Jesus Christ for the others. This is a sacrifice. When you make something for the others, it's a sacrifice. When you make for you, it's only the price that you have to pay. You know, it's different for me. Maybe for Federer, the price is 2 hours. Mm-hmm. Maybe for Rafael is 3 hours. Maybe for for Felix Auger is 4 hours. Yeah. Okay, but when you decide to pay, then is the decision of life.
So you think that a good tennis player, a champion, is born or is made through hard work?
To be number one is born. You born with
talent,
with good talent, with a natural talent, but at the same times you need to work hard because only with the natural talent normally is not enough. You know, the important talent is not the natural talent; is the final talent. And we build the final talent, natural talent plus work. Of course, it's very difficult to achieve the goals that Federer can achieve, or it's very difficult to be Messi. It's almost impossible. But you can be a very good tennis player, or you can be a very good football player when you are willing to work very hard.
The fact that now we have Rafa Nadal's Tennis Academy and we have the facilities like here in Sani at the Rafa Nadal Tennis Center makes it easier to find these talents for you?
It's not easy. It's not easy because there are not many people that want to make the effort. This is the biggest problem now because we live in a life, in a society that between the political correct and between that we cannot say to the people the truth, because everyone is offended when you say the truth, then it's difficult to improve. To improve, there is a thing that is very important, is to question yourself, to have a self-critical instinct that you want to try to be better every day. And you have to know, never is simple this. Always is very difficult. And now we live in another life, in a life that the most important thing is to be happy always. Like this is more difficult.
You think that at this time the level of tennis playing globally is better than 10 or 20 years ago?
In this moment, the level is a little worse than before, and it is easy to explain for me. I want to put Alcaraz in the same level than, I don't know, Federer, for example, no? Alcaraz, so good. Then we go to the number two. Number two is Sinner, very good. Is in the same level than Federer. I don't know. This Djokovic is worse than the Djokovic of 2011 to 2013, 12 or 15. And still now he win.
And he win also the Olympic gold medal.
And he won 3 Grand Slams.
Yes.
And I think Murray, the number 4 from before, is better than the number 4 from now. Mm-hmm. I think, and there is a big difference, for me, an important difference. The players today are very good when they play good, but many times they are not too good when they play bad. And this is a big difference. Djokovic is very good when he play good, and is also very good when he play bad. Zverev is very good when he play good, but is not good enough when he play bad. And this make a big difference because during a tournament, not always you can play good. And this difference make that the players from the past were a little better, in my opinion.
And so that makes your opinion more easy to decide who are the best players, where the top 3 we know, the best players of all time.
It's very difficult because who is the best? The man who play in the best level or who won more titles? Who is the best? Who has the world record in, I don't know, swimming or athletic? The world record, or who won the Olympic Games? I don't know.
For you?
I think who played better was the Federer. Who played in better was Federer. Who is the best? Djokovic.
Duration, you mean?
Yes, because Djokovic won more titles than the others. Who could be the best without injuries? My nephew. But he has injuries. At the end, the best is Djokovic. But in my opinion, what I have seen on court when Federer play, no one did.
Carlos Alcaraz, your compatriot,
Yes.
is continuing a tradition for Spain. Can he be compared with the top 3?
Yes, I think so, because he's really good. He has many good things. He's strong, he's so fast, he has a wonderful forehand, he has good backhand, he make everything good, and he has time. He has time when he is on court. And he has another chance. He has not. His opponent is not Federer or Djokovic. Then is
Or Rafa.
But Alcaraz is really very good, in my opinion.
Let's go about coaching. At what time, at what age should a child begin tennis in order to at least have the opportunity to become a champion?
That depends. It's not. There is not an age. Of course, when today everyone start to play a little earlier. Normally the people start with 5, 4 years old. They start to play. I remember Rafael start when he was 3 years old, start to play some days, not, and he started to play 2 times a week or 3 times a week, 2 times a week, I think, when he was 5 years old. Of course, when you start a little earlier, you have more time to learn. But you can start with 9 or 8 and you can be good, of course.
What is the usual advice you give to the parents of the children coming to Rafa Nadal's academy?
No, I try to give always the same advice. First, you have to know that to become a professional tennis player is very difficult. You have to come here with this dream in your mind, but you have to put focus into work hard every day. Then, never I said to no one that what he has tried is impossible. I explained that it's difficult, but in my opinion, it's very good to have dreams, you know, because the difference between the human beings and the animals are the dreams, you know. The animals make the real life the same as us. They go for sleep, they eat, they rest, they procreate it. But what makes the difference is the dreams. For this reason, in my opinion, it's very good to have dreams. But at the same time, we have to know that it's not easy. That is not easy. You have to go on court every day with the same passion, because without passion it's impossible to learn. And I was always a very simple coach. I explained simple things. But I remember when Rafael was young, I said always when he came on court, I said the first thing that I said always was good face. Good face. It's impossible to learn with a bad face.
So, good face, dream, and passion, you said.
Yes.
Now for Toni Nadal, what is his dream from now on and his passion?
Good. My dream was always the same, to help someone to become a good tennis player. My dream is to live a life like now.
Now we're here in Rafa.
Now my dream is to be here on Sani, because it's a wonderful place. It's an unbelievable place.
Have you seen any Greek players at the high level, and how makes it easier for you the fact that we have 2 Greek tennis players at the top 10, Maria Sakkari and Stefanos Tsitsipas? How makes it better for you to work with Greek tennis players?
I know more Tsitsipas, and Tsitsipas is a wonderful tennis player. I think after the final in Roland Garros and maybe the final in the Masters Cup when he won.
He won, yes.
I think he played better before than now. He was a little more aggressive. And I talked one day with his father and I said this. Before, when he was more aggressive, I think he played a little better. He's a wonderful tennis player, but at the end, he has to win one day a Grand Slam, and I think he can do it. He can do it when he plays a little more aggressive with his backhand, not too much like this, more direct. In my opinion, but of course he has a very good coach with his father. He don't need my advice.
They had some problems last week, and Stefanos sacked his father and is trying to find another coach. I don't know if you know that.
I didn't know. It's normal. Today is more normal than before. I remember before, Bjorn Borg had always the same coach. Jimmy Connors had the same coach. The people has the same coach. Now, the youngs need to change, because they are
How difficult it is for a coach to be his child or his nephew, the tennis player, the champion tennis player?
How difficult? Yes. For me was easier. For Rafael was more difficult to have an uncle, but for me was easy because I can say what I want. It's not the same, but in my opinion, it's important that the youngs accept the reality, because it's impossible to grow up, it's impossible to improve without facing the reality. But now we are in a life that we don't want to accept the reality.
So the main thing for a tennis player is to work with himself first of all, and then
all the sports, first you have to beat yourself first. Then when I beat myself, then I try to beat the opponents.
Final question about you and Rafael Nadal. As we understand by having this academy and this tennis center, Rafael maybe wants to follow your footsteps as a coach after completing his career. You don't think so? Because I was wondering if you have spoken with him about this transition.
No, but
how is,
I know my nephew, and I don't think that he can be coach. Of course, he has an academy in Mallorca, he has an academy here, and he wants to be involved. Maybe he can go there and to give advice, but not to be with a professional tennis player. I am sure that he don't want to be.
But he will be in tennis, I suppose.
Yes, of course. I know that he's very happy with his Rafa Nadal Academy in Mallorca. He's very happy here. For him it was a dream to be involved in a company like Sani, like Ecos, one of the best or the best holidays companies. Then for him to be involved with this project is for him so good, but not directly with one player.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Tony.
Thank you to you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.